So I don't travel a lot. I don't even have my passport at all. So I feel like I can't really tell a story about a foreign country at all. So I'm going to tell you about the first time that I met a foreigner. I was in kindergarten, and in kindergarten at Sequoia Elementary School in Phoenix, Arizona, there's a lot of white people. That was the main thing. So a lot of us would just go to school, we would do our finger painting, and then we would hope for a Butterfinger in our lunches. And how it worked is you had the AM shift and the PM shift. So how it worked was you would go to school at 8 a.m. I was the AM shift, and we got picked up on the bus. We started school from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you would go about your day, do that thing. My teacher was Miss Yackham, and I always remember her name because her name was spelled Jachem, and everyone would call her Jeckham or something like that. So I would go about this routine where I would just, for 4.5 months, I would go on the AM shift, and how it would work when the AM kids would be on the bus, you would get off that station, and the PM kids would be on that same station. Or, so it would kind of be like you're clocking out with the PM kids. So you'd be like, oh, I miss Yackham today, it was tough, have fun, so they would get on the shift and things like that. So that was my normal shift, and I had friends on the bus, and you make jokes. And the cool thing to do in kindergarten was always to be in the front of the bus. That somehow thought you were like the cool kid, and you knew the bus driver, which, thinking back on it, it's not that cool. So this went on for like 4.5 months in kindergarten. Everyone had their own routine, everyone was happy. So Miss Yackham says, right before we go on Christmas break, which is now holiday break, what they changed to because some, Jewish people got angry. So she goes, guys, we're going to have a new student. And I loved meeting new people. I was a shy kid, but I really enjoyed new people. So I was so excited to meet this new student. And she said, her name is Netta. And they were all excited, and she kind of like built her up, where she was from. And so I had something to look forward to on the Christmas break, were first off the gifts that I got, and then to have a potential new friend. So there we go, flash forward after Christmas break. I'm on the bus, I'm all ready. I got Ked's light-up shoes for Christmas that I was so excited about, and I thought, I'm going to make a great impression on Netta. I'm going to be the cool kid that comes to class and goes, I know Netta, and everyone's going to think I'm the coolest guy ever. So I get on the bus, and I didn't notice that she lived in my neighborhood. So she was the bus, she was the stop right after me. I was all excited. And she comes up those 3 green stairs. I don't know if your buses were like that, but these 3 awfully green stairs as she comes up. And I see her, I'm like, that's got to be Netta, because she's not white. So I wanted to be the guy that knew her before everyone else. I wanted to have an in to introduce her to the whole kindergarten class. And she comes up, and she looked really confused. And I said, you can sit here, you can sit here. She sat there. I'm in. This is great. I'm going to be cool. I'm going to be a cool kid. So I begin to ask her all these questions, like, oh, hey, where are you from? She didn't answer at all. She didn't say anything at all. At all. So I thought I was annoying her, so I proceeded to be like, oh, well, I'm Mark, here are the cool things about it. Let me give you a few ins about Sequoia Elementary School. And I was first off, Miss Yackham never likes that you cut in line, but if you ever want to cut in line, I can help you out. Like I'm in or something. And she just said nothing. She said nothing. So I thought that was it. I failed. Netta did not like me at all. So I look out the window, daydreaming. And I feel this tap on my leg, and I go, I'm in. So I look over, and she all of a sudden, I thought I'm going to be the cool guy. I'm in with Netta. And she all of a sudden looked at me, and her cheeks puffed up like this. I didn't know what was going on at all. And I asked, are you okay? What? And she didn't say anything. And then she began to cry. And her cheeks still puffed up, like, oh my god, I fucked up. I made the form go cry right away. On the first day, I this guy. And then I said, are you okay? And she started shaking her head and vomited everywhere. But she managed, like, I was sitting here, she made like a moat of vomit around me. So I was happy that she missed me, but I was trapped in this sea of vomit everywhere. And I was so confused, I didn't know what to do, and she was crying. And all I could say was, like, my mom packed me a Butterfinger, and if you want it, you can have it. And she took it, and we got off the bus, and we never spoke ever again. So that was the first time I met a foreigner.